Story. Tilda Midoriya Pav Tilda. As Uro Chaco and I watched the movie, I looked around and saw the rest of my classmates build up the courage to talk to their crushes. After the movie we played some board games and binge-watched a TV series. Since it was almost time for everyone to go to sleep and Eric to come back front the amusement park, Ochako and I said our goodbyes and walked outside of the dorms to wait. But still, Ochako just asked me on a date. I have so many questions to ask. Why? Where? When? I shifted while I played with my hands nervously. What are my palms so sweaty? Deku. Yes. You responded too quickly, Midoriya. Ochako smiled at me and slowly took my hand in hers. She then blushed and looked at me. You very see cute, Deku. Why you're always so nervous all the tea time? Why is that? Cute. I blushed and my heart started beating quickly. She's gonna make me pass out. I grabbed her hand and intertwined our fingers together while taking a deep breath. Before I was able to finish my sentence, I heard a sweet voice from my right. Mommy, Daddy, Eri said as she spirited towards us with a teddy bear in her arms. Ochako immediately waved at Eri with her left hand and smiled. Eri, how the amusement park? It was great, Mama. We went on so many rides and ate so many apple treats. Oh, and Eri jumped up and down, hold up the teddy bear that was half her height. Look what Koda won me. Koda, I asked and looked behind Eri to see Koda with a red face and looking at me happily. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Deku. Tagata had the brilliant idea to invite Koda to the amusement park as well. Also look, Ochako pointed to Koda's shoes, they're red like yours. Looks like someone doesn't hate all heroes. I giggled and Koda just looked away, still BL suing. Daddy, I turned to look at Eri smile. Koda used his quirk to get me this teddy bear. Can we invite Koda over to our house one day? Please. Of course we can, I said while stealing a glance at Tagata, who looked amused and was holding a box of something. What's in the box? Tagata smiled and said with enthusiasm, only some apple treats for you guys and Eri. At this, Eri turned and pouted. That's what was in there. Ochako and I looked at each other, knowing that we would have to hide in treats from Eri or she would eat them all. We both laughed and Ochako took the box from Tagata's hands. At least Eri is becoming more comfortable through all this. Well, I got to go and take Koda back to his house. See you later, Midoriya, Uraraka, and Tagata pushed Koda in front of Eri. I watched as Koda mumbled, Princess Eri. Eri then hugged him and smiled, see you soon, Prince Koda. We all said our goodbyes and started walking to the house as I held Eri in my arms and she talked about all the fun she had. As we walked in, I put Eri down and Ochako quickly put away the treats. Promoted stories. You'll also like. Broken. Sao fanfiction. 21.4K 223. Kirito hoped he'd be undefeated, but little does he know the secret to his death that could lead him and his friends to surviving in this broken world. A Sao fanfictio. Persico. 31.3K 850. After the war with Gia ended, Annabeth couldn't do it anymore. She couldn't just stay the same. She had to change something. So she told Percy she just needed her SP. Tell me, Namjoon FF, check mark. 52.9K 1.4K and quad, who is she? And quad, she, is my daughter and quad, from the age of 16, Kim Yoonlee got nothing but criticizing looks and dirty words. All she wanted was, murder drones, N.'s long-lost sister Fanon. 76,448. N hasn't told anyone about his long-lost sister and she has returned to see him and they have fun until Uzi developing feelings for Addie. Will she ask her out to be her GF? Stained Toga X Izuku. 43.6K 553. First fan FIC because I got bored. I do not own the cover image or characters mentioned. Incredibles 2 crossovers. 10.2K 262. Shortly after the Parr family and their friends finish their missions, Helen Parr, Elastigirl, Judy Hopps Wild Bunny, and Ace Indestructidog are given a new The Kitten's Limit Remastered. 10.5K 124. On one particularly bad day, Gumball's limit is put to the ultimate test. With arguments, breakups, detentions and more pushing him to the brink of losing control, and then Koda and I were able to shoot down the aliens that were invaded Earth. I think it's time for you to go to sleep, Eri, Ochako said, patting Eri on the head. Eri pouted. Okay, but one more thing. Eri signaled for us to lean down and she kissed us both on the cheeks. Where did she learn that? Where did you learn that from, Eri? From Auntie Mina, Eri said with a smile. Ochako placed her hand on her forehead and shook her head. What did she tell you? Eri grinned and held her head up high. Auntie Mina told she that when you love someone you should kiss them. What is Mina telling Eri? Okay, note to self, never let Mina alone with Eri. And I love Papa and Mama. Eri continued hugging us, but there is something I don't understand yet. At what is that? I asked, immediately regretting doing so after hearing Eri's response. Papa and Mama love each other, right? So why don't they kiss? ... Never leave Eri alone with Mina. Tilda Ochako Pav tilde. Mina 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 Mina. I chuckled nervously and looked at Deku, who was in shock and seemed out of it at the moment. Of course I'll love your father, Eri, but that really isn't necessary. Eri just looked at me with an expressionless face, walked behind me, and started to push me towards Deku, who was still out of it. Just kiss Papa, Eri said, shoving me a little harder. I flushed red as I got closer to Deku little by little. After all, I didn't want to be rude to Eri, and at the same time there was a part of me that wanted to kiss Deku. Okay, just promise to go to sleep after. Eri stopped pushing me and nodded quickly. She seemed excited and was watching me with hopeful eyes. Deep breaths, Ochako, deep breaths. I looked up to see Deku gradually coming back to his sense, and before he could completely come back I walked up to him. I quickly kissed him on the cheek and turned around to see Eri jumping up and down. Once she saw that I was looking at her, she ran to her room with an excited yell. I'm going to sleep now. I have to talk to Mina about this. I thought with a sigh and turned back to Deku as his face was now completely red. We should go to sleep now, Deku, I said, only to see him move like a robot towards the bedroom. This dork. I giggled and grabbed his hand and smiled brightly. How is he so cute? Ochako, he said softly and hugged me. I flushed red and froze. What is happening? I didn't expect this. What is happening? Deku. Call me Izuku, Ochako, he said, hugging me even tightly than before. I flushed again. This boy is going to be the death of me, seriously. Is this how I am going to die? Izuku, tell me today wasn't a dream. I blinked a couple of times and smiled to myself. I felt my heart beat faster as I hugged him back. After a couple of seconds we let go and just held the hands of each other. I looked up and whispered, I hope not. Blank, underscore, blank, underscore, I am sleepy like always, so mistakes are inevitable. Sorry again. I hope you guys are doing okay and are staying safe. Also, I was wondering if maybe you guys wanted to IDK do a Q&A. If you do, please comment any questions had you may have. I will answer to the best of my ability. This won't interfere with regular updates. I am still working on the medieval times chapter, so I am sorry if you were expecting that. I think that is it. Good night, I guess. The Final Night Fury. Where stories live. Discover now.